What's up, boys? Today we're going to be trying out a full projectile damage over time interrogator, because the other day we did that 5 freezer weapon with the scout, and we had the bolt shark that was also firing cryo bolts, but with just the acid and the electrical effects on the bolt shark, it ended up doing a shocking and I guess also acidic amount of damage. Might have just been because we were freezing everything so much and it was the only real damage weapon, but I think there might be some potential now, especially since they had the performance improvements, so you can still get away with hitting a ton of damage over time effects on enemies, and it won't mess the game up too badly now, it seems like. So the weapons we're looking for here are obviously the bolt shark I'd like to build around primarily, but we can also get the Subata and convert that into either acid or fire. Probably acid would be cooler, I think, and that would also synergize better with the bolt shark. Since it only has the tags of the base weapon, none of the bolt effects that you add to it, either the fire or the cryo bolts, add any tags to it. So it's locked into both electrical, well, there we go, into electrical and acid. And then the last weapon we can get for projectile and status effect based stuff on the interrogator is the plasma charger, which you can add 2 stable overclocks to it, adding both the freezing and the burning effects. And then with all of that, we can stack some projectile fire rates. Although that won't help the plasma charger too much, it will help the other ones apply a lot of debuffs. And of course we can just go for the regular stats, potency and reload speed and all. That one isn't bouncy! That's a defective loot bug! I want my money back. So we're basically just doing all of the same overclocks on the crit damage, pretty bad on Interrogator, where you're scaling status effects and you have the damage penalty as well. We're trying to basically replicate all of the overclocks there. Oh man, this is a really tough choice. I love the weapon box. I don't think I'm going to pass up a floor 1 gold scanner though. That gets us extra fire rate, reload speed, status damage, tons of amazing stats for the builds. I really hope we find that later on, since it is one of my favorite artifacts. We'll take the early luck. A bit more early mining speed, I think. Pickup radius. So we want to go up to 3 types of bolts total on the bolt shark, and we want to fire all of them at the same time. Since it has a clip size of 6, that allows you to fire 3 and then 3, emptying it in just 2 shots. If you go up to 4 bolt types, it will fire 4 and then 2, which isn't really a huge gain. So 3 seems to be the optimal number if you're going for that level 18 overclock for it. I think this might actually be my first interrogator run on this new map. He's actually felt like one of the stronger starting classes ever since they added the potency stuff in. And I actually have been struggling with this map a bit, so maybe he'll do well here also. See if we can pull them away from the healing crystals though. Yeah, some decent damage if we can keep the beam on them. We're kind of going into all projectiles, but a purple paint job will help with some of the artifacts and stuff. We don't want the base damage on Interrogator, so just some reload speed, I guess. Yeah, try and get all the overclocks just in case we end up going for the encabulator artifacts. That'll give a lot of global damage working on everything, including status effects, as well as some nice reload speed, which we want a lot of. Especially the Bolt Shark has a pretty slow base reload time, and if you're firing all the bolt types at the same time, then the reload becomes very important since you're just doing 2 shots and then reloading. Job for the Spada, and then we are getting close to the next weapon, which I'd like to do while we have a bunch of gold available so I can re-roll just in case we need it. Weapon range or potency? Try and get a bit more on the flyer since he's pretty healthy and I don't think we can stick around too much longer. So we do have the plasma charger. I might try and reroll into the Bolt Shark here because it's supposed to be the main weapon and it synergizes better with the Spada. This one doesn't really work that well with fire rate, even though I do want it. Okay, nice. 1 reroll, that's perfect. Also, since the Bolt Shark has the precise tag, right there, it will pierce 50 enemies and it will aim at the highest HP enemy as well. So that's pretty nice for helping with elites. Or I guess the Wardens might actually draw a lot of the attention from that, since they are pretty beefy. I do want reload speed on that. Fire rate, paint job, we'll go fire rates. Hopefully we'll be going way past 18 on the Bolt Shark for the builds. Potency is fine. Bit of XP early on, although we just picked up all of the big orbs there.
Gather up your spear and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave.
Weapon range? Nah, we're going full Bolt Shark.
Diving deeper, taking you to stage 2.
So we have 2 here, that leaves me a decent amount still. We can grab some Subata stuff. Looks like fire rate is probably the best for that. 0.7 is already fairly low, and we're looking to improve that quite a bit with artifacts as well. Okay, acid at the very start, nice. Do I want that? We have a ton of gold to spend, so we can probably find a Bolt Shark while re-rolling here. Damage, I am going to pass on that though. Reload is fine. Damage again. Potency, but that would be the only one. I'll take a bit of HP to go with the armor. Fire rate is good. Maybe 1 more? No, we can't really buy any gold stuff after that. So I'll take a decent HP. I like having a good amount of survivability on heavy damage over time builds. Since it takes a while for enemies to die after you hit them, you won't really be able to push through them. Like, you won't be able to force a path through them, I guess, would be more correct. And sometimes it'll result in you taking some unavoidable hits, so it's nice to sort of mitigate those a bit. And then sometimes there's just bugs hiding behind rocks and stuff like that.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Green fire rates. I'm gonna go here and push the levels a bit. And then out of these, we'll definitely take the firebolt to add some more damage over time to that. And then on the next overclock, we're really hoping to get the big stat increase one. 25% fire rate and reload speed, and since that's multiplicative, that is a huge deal for applying a lot of shots and debuffs with it. Fire rates.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
I'm healing. This rock wants to be my friend. Now you later, stinking bugs. You want some more? Shoot it in the face.
Man, the Praetorians don't even damage the trees. They'll take some potency for that. Those trees are gonna be a menace on this map.
Think you can kill me? Think again.
I guess we'll try and squish one of them and then farm the other for a bit.
Supply pod imminent.
Damage and potency works on both of those two, and I do like those weapons the best for the build here. And then Plasma Charger, nice. I guess the Sludge Pump would have been pretty good as well. It would have unlocked beam upgrades, which I don't really want.
Something incredible is happening here. I feel amazing.
Reloads. Oh yeah, it's a base of 6 seconds, which is actually insane, but we're down to 3.25 now. And we'll hopefully get some good artifacts for that. Projectile damage, not really. Damage and potency. Yeah, I guess we'll take that again. Ooh, multi-tool, 12 stacks, so that would be 60, so plus 35, that's pretty solid. And then that brings it down to 2.41. Potency, yup.
Threat level increasing.
Paint job, over damage, yup.
All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
Fire rate is fine. Status effects, I'm actually not sure here. We'll just take the higher rarity. Projectile. We can probably reroll with a gold scanner. Acid and potency or fire rate. We'll go potency, I think.
The drop pod is about to leave. Get your ass moving, miner.
Potency onto the bolt shark. It is still fairly early, so this is still the best time to grab XP if I'm going to get some.
Well done, miner. We knew we could trust you to go it alone. Stage 2 completed.
Fire rate, reload 79, that's a decent amount, I'll take some of that. More XP. Bolt shark potency, definitely.
Now we're talking.
We'll probably pass on that.
Let's shake it up.
Paint jobs on both of them. I will take that because I'm not going to be focusing this weapon as much, so it's going to be harder to get decent levels onto it, and it'll take the slowing effect definitely for status builds. Grab a bit of random stuff here to finish that off.
Get to work. There's aliens to be killed and gold to be mined.
Let's get the job done and get back to the later. To the sky. Loot bug looted.
Fire rates. Probably need to take the luck this early on.
The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
I want the bolt shark levels, but everything is just too good, I can't pass it up.
Ryan, catch me now.
Resupply prepared. Clear the landing zone of obstacles.
That's a pretty bad spot for this if we get a swarm sometime soon. Oh, I guess you can just look at the bar up there, actually. Honestly, don't really pay much attention to that, I just focus on the avoiding hits. Weapon box, we can do it! We got the electric drone, which adds electric upgrades to the pool, which is not ideal, I think. I guess it's fine since we're focusing the bolt shark, but not great.
Hey, bugs. How's my butt look from down there?
Swarm detected. Get ready. We'll be with you shortly.
Hello. Good boy.
We definitely need some levels here. Unfortunate magnet. Lecture or acid potency, yeah.
Work harder.
I'll take a potency
This is a
here.
rare treat.
Probably the level. We have kind of been skipping the weapon levels a lot. Bolt shark.
I want it.
Well done. You got more.
This one's for Carl. Let's show them some fight. Boing.
Oh, that's bad. That is really bad. Lifetime is terrible on both those weapons. Oh, man. Alright, that was a terrible weapon box. Probably grab a quick overclock here, see what we got. Oh, both of these are bad as well. Since I want to go for the triple... We could take the cryo and then go for the Nova effect. I'm not sure if that would be any good. We'll try it.
Overclock says it's time to kill.
It's actually worse for now, since we're doing less of the damage over time bolts. Potency.
Upgrade I was looking for.
The bugs are growing stronger.
This thing looks like me. Kite-bah!
Decent armor. I'm gonna grab some potency here and see the second overclock. Okay, this is what we were looking for on the bull chart, but unfortunately no dice with that one.
The clock's ticking, miner. Get it wrapped up.
Fire rate helps with stacking debuffs.
Careful, they're going blood crazed. Work fast, miner.
Status or potency there. I don't think we've actually taken any status effect, and that probably is the best damage stat now. I'll take a level here.
Think you could kill me? Well, think again. This one's for Carl.
Get it done, miner. The bugs are furious.
I got it in
The pod has arrived. Get there.
Reload or fire rate. We need levels pretty badly.
I'm not scared of you.
Fire rate for the bolt shark. Potency.
Work harder.
Potency.
Go. Meet your maker, Drake.
Stage 3 completed. Taking you to stage 4. We did good work, miner.
Potency,
This
luck.
is a rare treat.
Only 2 weapons, not really. I'll take a bit more armor.
I want another go.
Paint job for that, that's kind of our secondary weapon, so probably don't need too much there. Reload for that, status is great, bit of mining speed.
What else?
Piercing is pretty nice, so we can hit more with it and stack more debuffs. Another status. That's decent. Probably pass on that. Really just looking for paint jobs for the flamethrower and Thunderbird to eventually get the overclocks, but not really heavily invest into them, I think.
I made the right choice. This is coming through. I killed the loot bug, and I'm not so proud of it.
The scout just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
We probably don't want to stay up there during a swarm. Very easy to get surrounded and destroyed by the detonators. Now that's some efficient mining. Big acid potency.
Help me be a perfect dwarf. This dwarf got eyes. Boing.
Exemplary work. We've achieved the objective in record time. The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Let's swing back for that a little bit later. We do have the encabulator. I don't have any weapons that can mine for me, so I'm leaning towards the chemist kit this early on. This will heavily reduce gold with the scanner. I do want it at some points, but I think this is just too early, and the chemist kit is fantastic. Status effect over raw damage on the interrogator, of course.
To the sky! Try and catch me now! What's on it? Attack!
We should actually grab the gold before they ramp up speed too much, since it'll be very hard to get it without getting stuck in there. Man, the performance improvements are so nice. That's so many status effects going into a massive horde. And we are completely fine right now. Damage numbers on and everything. Global damage works. I don't mind a bit more HP. It's also pretty helpful if we ever go for the energy bars artifacts for big global damage and reducing HP at the same time.
Watch it. The threat level is increasing.
Break the fight! That's all you got, you slippery shit! Swallow this!
Global damage.
All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
Fire rates for the bolt shark.
Bring the fight! Say hello to my little friend!
Potency does work on it. Yeah.
Not too shabby!
The drop pod is about to leave. Get your ass moving, miner. Excellent work, miner. Stage complete. Onwards to stage 5.
208 gold, we can get plenty of decent stuff here. Paint shop for that. Potency on that is nice. Yeah, may as well take reloads. Potency will get an overclock there. And we can add the burning effect for even more status, or a bit of a reload for more freezing. I think I want this. And then we have damage over time on every weapon now. Global damage is good. Raw damage on the weapons is not.
What else?
Don't think I want any of those. Potency is good.
Oh, yeah.
Then we can bring that one. Oh, I'm 2 off. Never mind. I guess a bit more XP and armor is fine.
For this one.
Only one way to rouse the dreadnought. Destroy its cocoons. Kill them all, miner.
it'll be 17. I'll take the higher one and bring that one to 17, I guess. Do have a lot of acid effects, so they're both pretty solid here.
Prepared. Clear the landing zone of obstacles.
There's the energy bars. Piercing is actually pretty good here with the focus on these two. I lose 114, which does make me a bit squishy. Acid has a natural spreading effect when it kills stuff, I think. So we'll pump the damage on that, I suppose. Pretty good mining speed. Big status or big paint job. I want both of them. I think we are pretty late on that. 297? Can I see how much that's increased? I don't think so. We'll try and get that up to 18 then. I think that includes the interrogator bonus. So we should have around 50% then, so yeah, that is pretty low. Another unfortunate magnet. Fire rate, yep. Reload, and we can finally take the 18, and then this is what I wanted to go with the quad bolt type. That would be way better with 3 of them, but I really wanted to get the extra fire rate reload speed to go with that. Oh, that guy's gonna cut me off over there. Big pickup. I could use some movement speed. There's some pretty nice artifacts here. The ammo rig actually works well here since we are stacking the projectile weapons, and then pickled nitro, of course, is fantastic.
All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
The supply pod blocks you, and the air, interesting. fire rate to finish that off, and we will take the double barrel because this allows you to stack a lot more acid on a single target when you want to aim it. That's okay. We can probably do better. I do like potency, but we need a lot of levels across those 3 weapons. Screw it, we're taking it. Paint job is helpful, damage is not. Paint job, yeah. Global damage. I'll take a bit more HP since we have so much gold. Luck. I guess more HP.
Why not?
Load up and get going, miner. We have quotas to fulfill.
To the sky! Hey, bugs! How's my butt look from down there?
Interrogator actually still feels quite strong even on this map, and even with the very strange way we've tried to build it here. I imagine with the full regular beam weapon focus, it would actually be extremely easy, actually.
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming. Well done, you got them all. Supply pod prepped and ready, miner. We need you to clean up the landing zone. Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready. We got a supply pod launch. Stand clear of the impact zone.
Gold tipped, not bad. Combos with the gold scanner and global damage works on the status effects as well.
Lock up and get ready.
Potency is fine. Oh, that definitely caused some performance issues. I have no idea what's happening there. We're actually killing them too fast now. Uh-oh.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out. The drop pod is not going to hang around.
Back down again.
Just damage. I'll take some more potency for those two.
Suck on this, you freaking thing, God. That won't do. Dwarf, don't die.
I'll try and get that one up to 18, I think.
The drop pod is about to leave. Get your arms
Damage, not the
moving.
greatest for it.
Good work, miner. Now to stage 7.
Big movement. More potency for the bolt shark. Global's pretty good. Bolt shark it is.
Smart pig.
Fire rate does become a lot better when you're not going for the 3 bolts fired at one time, since with that one you only need 2 shots, so here we need to do all 6 of them to actually get the bullet nova.
More options.
Damage and potency, and I guess we'll lock that to try and get the overclocks for it. Could maybe buy one more gold thing, bit of movement speed.
You know the drill, miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of here.
Boy, need to take a dump.
just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming. Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
There is nitro over here. Your time is up, Chris.
Objective completed. Excellent job. A swarm is heading your way.
How are we
Load up.
doing on the reload for that now? 1.73? That's actually still kind of slow.
Got a blocked landing site for the supply pod. Get it cleared out, miner.
Big potency will finish that off. Status is so good, but I want that. And we will take the smaller projectiles because I think they apply both of those, so it should result in a lot more stacks overall from that.
Go! This one's got hearts. Took out a look. That's all you got, you slippery shit. Here, have a bullet in the butt.
Piercing, yup.
So you're right, Tom.
Then I actually want to try and not kill them here, so we can farm a bit. Ooh, ammo rig, and we actually can use that on Interrogator. So that'll be massive for these two. I don't know if it even does anything there, but a lot of extra stacks there. Status should probably be the best with the bolt shark. No, they're dying so fast now.
There before the timer runs out. The drop pod is not going to hang around.
Gives me the strength to carry on.
Reloads. Yeah, I guess.
The upgrade I was looking
+1 beams.
my favorite type of clock.
Gather up your beard and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave. Keep pushing, miner. Stage 8 is next.
Grab the paint shop. Don't really need that.
I want another go.
Acid. Only a little bit of nitro, so we'll try and find a bolt shark or let's see. That would cap it out, so we could save that. That is the most efficient way I could level it, so I guess we'll do that. Fire rate's good,
Try this out.
and a little bit of survivability to help out with the energy bars again.
Get to work. There's aliens to be killed and gold to be mined.
Let's hop. Hey, bugs. How's my butt look from down?
Objective swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Dwarf, don't die. Ooh, I got it in the mouth. There is gold.
Big swarm detected. Bug up and get ready.
Ethan! Suck on this, you freak of nature! Bloody hell, you're hot!
Supplies ready. Clean up the LZ.
Die! I feel amazing!
town just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
I think we have enough freezing now with the Bolt Shark Nova and the balls everywhere that we can go into corners a bit more safely now, and then if we get surrounded we can probably wait until they get frozen to move through them. I like the potency even though those help.
Makes my whole life better.
Ow. Oh my god, the Bolt Shark is destroying them now.
See that coming, sucker?
We can get the piercing. These are both pretty nice. I guess it's kind of wasted on the Bolt Shark, but it's fantastic here. That'll be a lot of acid stacks into large hordes.
Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out. The drop pod is not going to hang around.
Paint job, potency. Oh, that's tough. Bolt Shark. Fire rates.
Why not?
We only have 2 stages left, so some more potency for it. Probably don't need the pickup radius too much now.
Time's ticking, miner.
Boing.
We're going deeper. Stage 9 is next.
Potency. Finish that off, and we'll go burning zones, I think.
Overclock.
Status damage.
Type of clock. Show me more.
Luck. There's not a lot of time left.
I rarely pick one. Let's shake it up.
More luck.
Yoink. Let me try again.
A lot of Thunderbird stuff.
Power of my kin courses through me.
This is a simple mining mission. Get it done, miner.
I actually think you're gonna like it. I found a gold claim.
Big swarm detected. Lock them, get ready.
Throw it in a face.
There's just detonators everywhere.
Too much crap in the way. Supplies got
See if we can find some crystals real quick somewhere.
Let's hop to it. Vaporize.
A swarm is heading your way. Load up. Got a supply pod incoming. Well done.
Levels are okay. We're getting towards the end, and I actually could use the healing right now. Those are just useless, so I guess we'll take that.
I rarely pick one.
Potency is okay. It only works on 2 weapons, so I'm guessing that's better. Fire
Now,
rates.
this is a rare treat.
Reload or reroll. We do have gold tipped, so I guess we'll take that.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready.
Say hello to my little friend. Try and catch
Man, they're not even on screen and they're dying so fast. Projectile interrogator kinda nuts.
Well done. Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived. Get there now. It will leave without you.
Hey, Bugs! How's my butt look from down there?
Piercing... How is that? 10? It's funny.
That elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there is a beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
Potency...
Calling to me. I'm feeling lucky.
Ooh, big reloads. It is still fairly slow.
Power of my kin. Let me try again.
Global damage. Can't really get a whole lot else that helps here. I guess? And a bit of armor since we're almost out. Oh, actually I should have saved that for the gold tip instead of grabbing armor. Oh well.
Destroy its cocoons. Kill them all, miner.
Now you later, stinking bugs. Let's hop to it. Hey, bugs. How's my butt look from the
It just ran across an entire pad without jumping.
Hey, bugs. Ryan. Hey, bugs. How's my butt look from down there?
Got a blocked landing site for the supply pod. Get it cleared out, miner.
Let's hop to it.
Good work. Supply pod inbound.
Nice.
Ooh, that's over 60%. That would be 78%.
Epic upgrade.
So that brings us up to almost plus 400% global and over 400% status on top of that. My balls might actually break him out over there. Oops. Fire rates.
By the beard. What is this abomination?
Yeah, looks like he couldn't really avoid my balls there.
Now you later, stinking bugs. Vapor. Let's show them some pie. Up in the...
Alright, let's go for some... Oops, I did not see that one. Let's go for some huge acid stacks with the Supata now. The guy got destroyed and the other one's still at half HP. Oh my god.
Immediate dreadnought.
Projectile interrogator is insane now.
All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves. Squad will head out momentarily.
Hey, buds! How's my
Congratulations.
butt look from
One
down there?
less dreadnought to worry about.
So unfortunately we missed one of the most important overclocks, the massive stat boost to fire rate and reload speed, so we decided to go for the quad elemental Nova instead. Pretty solid overall. Reload time was still a little bit slow, but we got some decent fire rates with the ammo rig helping that out. And we actually went for some kind of cool projectile scaling with some piercing as well, since that works on both the Subata, which we converted to acid. We got the best overclocks available for that one. Up to 14 piercing, ton of potency. And then we have some dual elemental potency scaling there for a massive total effect on that. Plasma Charger got some cool dual elemental effects there, freezing and burning enemies, then splitting into a bunch of smaller balls. I think the Thunderbird was actually bad. We had the lasting upgrade because of the flamethrower, which I didn't really want, and I didn't really want electrical either, but it did help out the Bolt Shark a little bit. 10 million stats on the crossbow. I'm not even going to try and calculate that with so many different weapons and elemental types here. We actually had 83 million fire between the flamethrower, the bolt shark, and the plasma charger. 49 million acid between the Subata and the bolt shark, and then 35 million electrical between the bolt shark and the Thunderbird. And then plasma, we had all 6 elements. That would be the Subata before it's converted, and then the little robot guy, Bosco. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.